out to join me, and Dr. Desai is with me here.
Mike.
Dr. Desai is with me here. I'll just give a general briefing first. We had 2633 cases today reported positive and 46.4% positivity. As on date, we have 31,875 active cases. Mortality today was 67. 67 deaths were reported. And as of today, we have about 2,300 hospitalized patients in different hospitals of Goa across both public and private sector. 2341 to be precise. 242 patients are in COVID care centers and 29,292 are in home isolation. Do you have anything that you would want to ask? या डॉक्टर साहब आप कुछ बताना चाहेंगे?
Immunization figures.
नहीं बता दीजिए.
Immunization figures. The total we had received 6,31,720 doses altogether. Till today, we have vaccinated or used doses 3,85,057 total doses that were vaccinated. Out of it, the first dose was for 3,896 doses, and second dose was 84,161. The balance of doses in hand with us, because we just received 1 lakh doses a couple of days back. So total doses with us now 2,40,490.
हाँ जी.
सर, जिन्होंने वैक्सीन लिया है उनका डेथ रेशो क्या है? सीएम बोल रहे थे कि एक नॉमिनल 1 या 2 है. एग्जैक्टली कितने लोग हैं जिन्होंने वैक्सीनेशन लेने के बाद उनका डेथ हो गया है?
एग्जैक्ट फिगर्स डीन के पास अवेलेबल होंगे, बट आई कैन टेल यू जैसे आज भी आउट ऑफ 67 डेथ्स जो मोर्टेलिटी बुलेटिन हैज बीन रिलीज्ड, मोर्टेलिटी बुलेटिन में इफ यू कैन सी द लास्ट कॉलम इज वेदर अ पर्सन हैज बीन वैक्सीनेटेड और नॉट. एंड टुडे आउट ऑफ 67, 5 patients have received the first dose. 5 people who died, unfortunately, and nobody had been vaccinated with both the doses. So the daily mortality bulletin ka last column covers this, whatever you are saying. To my knowledge, I have not yet seen any death where both doses had been administered in all the mortality bulletins issued so far.
एक डोज लेने के बाद कितने लोग अभी तक मरे हैं?
Exact numbers I don't have, but the ratio would not be more than 2-3-4%. The dean can tell you better. Not more than 2-3. And one must realize that sometimes this dose has been just recently taken. And whatever we have received so far as peer-reviewed literature from Government of India, it says that yes, first dose also helps you protect partially, but if you are having a lot of other comorbidities, then sometimes just one dose is not able to help you. Okay, Dean is an expert on that, he'll let you know, he'll brief you. No death so far in my knowledge of people who have been vaccinated with both doses.
18 इयर्स के आगे वाला जो वैक्सीनेशन का ये है, उसमें से वैक्सीनेशन के लिए नया या लॉट आया है क्या आपके पास?
So 18 years में government has placed an order of 5 lakh doses with Serum Institute for Covishield, and so far Serum has issued us an invoice only for 32,870 doses. We have paid them full advance, but Serum has told us, and Government of India has also told us that because of prior commitments with Government of India, so far Serum is not able to supply us at least till 3rd week of May. We have taken it up with Government of India to expedite the supply so that at least a start can be made in the state of Goa for 18 to 44 category. अभी के लिए we have not yet received any doses for vaccinating the 18 to 44 category.
So what about other vaccines? Covaxin and
Covaxin में we have again explored with Covaxin, so they have told us that they will come back to us with how much they can give to us and in what time. We are awaiting their response. However, government has taken an in-principle decision to, if Covaxin manufacturers agree, we will place an order with them too. Exact how many doses and all will be communicated to you in due course.
अभी
उसमें
कितने
we have to take a decision.
अभी कितने डोज अभी अवेलेबल है जो 45 इयर्स के आगे वाले लोगों के लिए?
उन्होंने बताया डॉक्टर साहब ने around 2,40,000 और exact
2,40,490.
these are the doses available with us
हाँ.
for 45 plus received from Government of India. Not just 45 plus but also healthcare workers and frontline workers.
So the High Court had asked the government to make bed availability real-time updates on its website, which hadn't happened. I think after the 2nd of May there were some problems encountered. So has that been resolved?
I think that has been resolved. The link will go out soon.
And sir, the court had also said that not just number of beds but also what kind of beds these are, like ICU or ventilator or oxygen. So will that be up and running soon?
It should be up to tomorrow.
By tomorrow, sir?
Hopefully.
So, and is there a number of how many beds are available in Goa at the moment across public and private hospitals?
आपको उस पोर्टल पे लाइव अपडेट मिल जाएगा. Should be up before tomorrow. As on today, the number that we have, including our COVID care centers, the bed capacity is 2,669. This covers all major government and private hospitals. But इसके अलावा भी there are smaller hospitals who are catering to some numbers of patients, and इसमें we have not yet included all COVID care centers. We are going to start 3-4 more COVID care centers in a couple of days. उसकी capacity अभी we have not seen. So this is only of what is today available.
So this is available?
Available and running.
Right, but not out of these, how many are occupied?
So 2,669 is available, and the occupied figure is 2,583.
सर कई जगह से खबरें ऐसी आ रही है कि कोविड सेंटर जो सेटअप किया है उसके अंदर किस तरह की सुविधा अब तक दी नहीं गई है, क्या हालत है अभी इस वक्त?
All COVID care centers are taking in patients who should either not be in home isolation because they do not have a facility for isolation at home, or who require a higher degree of surveillance. That is, they have some or the other comorbidity, and therefore, while their vitals are proper, yet they should be under some constant monitoring. जैसे मान लीजिए कोई हाईली डायबिटिक है, वो होम आइसोलेशन में रह सकता है, but his condition may deteriorate at any point of time. So he is advised and referred to the COVID care center by our health officer in charge of the concerned PHC health center, and then he is shifted to the COVID care center.
सर मेरा सवाल ये था कि कोविड सेंटर केयर
यहाँ
सेंटर
फैसिलिटी नहीं है.
फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, ऑक्सीजन की तरह जैसे कुछ
देखिए,
facilities-
those centers do not require oxygen facility, क्योंकि पेशेंट को वहाँ पे अभी जरूरत, he only needs to be isolated.
अच्छा,
His vitals are okay. उनके जो भी पैरामीटर्स हैं, they are largely okay. But फिर भी because this demand has risen कि वहाँ पर कुछ होना चाहिए, आज ही जैसे we have provided the श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी, हमारा सबसे बड़ा कोविड केयर सेंटर है, we provided them with 99 oxygen concentrators. They will be installed today only. But not that the patients वहाँ पे they require. It is just अगर जरूरत पड़ जाए तो that is available as a backup. वहाँ पर पेशेंट्स आर नॉट सच हु रिक्वायर some degree of medical attention. They only require constant supervision and surveillance, so that as soon as it appears that their condition is deteriorating, we have a dedicated ambulance there to transfer them to the nearest health facility. Like वहाँ से पास सबसे पास गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज है.
So, and have you been able to reduce the testing time?
Testing times have reduced, as I had last time also told, that we had made an agreement with Thyrocare to take our samples. अब उनका samples लेना इसलिए भी कम हो गया because we have now 2 mobile vans functional and they provide us results within 24 hours. इसके अलावा 3 new RT-PCR machines of Roche, 1 each at Asilo, Goa Medical College and South Goa District Hospital have been installed. They are in the process of calibration and soon we will have them running also
So, and how
for
are we doing-
RT-PCR testing.
So, and how are we doing on the oxygen front? Do we have enough?
Yes, we have enough.
So, do we have enough?
We had initially been allocated 11 metric ton by Government of India. Subsequently, that allocation was enhanced to 21 MT, and उसके बाद another enhancement was made to 26 metric tons per day. इसके अलावा we have PSA capacity within the state among 3 suppliers, and that is also oxygen is sufficient to meet our current demand.
So, and the reason I'm asking is because an MLA in the neighboring state has said that the Goa government will help them with oxygen. Do we have enough to help a neighboring state also?
Time and again, we have been helping the district of Sindhudurg for certain oxygen cylinders, and it is not a very regular collaboration. I mean, it's not a very regular support. It is only when they actually need it and send it to us. So we've been helping them out. Like Maharashtra has been helping us out in giving us oxygen from Kolhapur, जहाँ से हमारी allocation है of 11 metric tons per day.
Sir, any idea, like in Maharashtra, they were overtaken all the private hospitals because of patients are being overcharged. Is there any plan in future?
We have capped the charges that a private hospital can charge for COVID. Further, government has already issued a notification extending the same charges to be covered under DDSSY. Those charges are that if anybody with general ward is charged not more than 8,000 rupees per day, and with ventilator occupancy ICU it is 19,200 per day. This is after a reduction of 20% was effected from 23rd of April.
19,000?
किसी ने
19,200. Earlier, previously it used to be 24,000. All these charges were reduced by 20% with effect from 23rd of April.
नोटिफिकेशन निकलने के बाद किसी ने क्लेम किया है TDSS के लिए
अभी
प्राइवेट
तक नहीं claim किया. Those claims usually come with a lag, and they are generally claimed as a bunch, not per patient.
I have a question for Dr. Disa. So, mucormycosis is becoming common in COVID patients after recovering from the virus. Have you seen any cases in Goa? Is that a matter of concern?
No. We have not seen such cases in Goa.
So, and what can, because ICMR has issued some advisories now, so are COVID patients being advised about what they should do to keep them, prevent this from happening?
Yeah, this is post-COVID treatment that we are giving. We give a lot of counseling. We give them the diet advice. Those post-COVID clinics we are running in our primary health centers, advising them on the diet, on the precautions they have to take, on the exercise, day-to-day basis, the exercise they have to do. All those precautions, we tell them when they come in the post-COVID clinics in our health centers.
Right. But so far no cases, right?
No.
आयुष ट्रीटमेंट का कुछ आयुष का जो ट्रीटमेंट रहता है उसको कुछ ये दिया है गोवा में
क्या दिया है?
आयुष का जो मेडिसिन रहता है वो यूज करने के लिए परमिशन है
We are using a lot of Ayush medicines as far as the post-COVID COVID patients come, post-COVID follow-up. So there we give a lot of to build up the immunity of the person.
सेक्रेटरी साहब के लिए मेरा सवाल है, जिस तरह से आपने पेशेंट्स के लिए जो रेट फिक्स किए हैं, लेकिन जो टेस्टिंग को जाते हैं तो गोवा में रेट और गोवा के बाहर के राज्यों में जो रेट है उसके अंदर काफ़ी डिफरेंसेस है। गोवा में करीब 1,500-2,000 रुपये कुछ लिया जाते हैं, जहाँ की महाराष्ट्र और कर्नाटक में सिर्फ 800 रुपया टेस्टिंग के लिए लिया जाता है। तो
प्राइवेट में गोवा में रेट while they have been capped at certain rates, जो most facilities are charging, to my knowledge, not more than 1,000 rupees for an RT-PCR test, and the rates at RAT have been capped at 480. So far we have not received any demand that this rate should be reduced further, but we are open to look into this aspect.
Sir,
RAT का 580.
so I just wanted to ask, because now at government facilities we're not testing travelers anymore, but I mean, is private labs their only option if they have to travel even for an emergency?
See, we have not issued any directive not at all to test any travelers. What we have said is that first we should aim at testing people who need to be tested for the disease. If somebody is feeling symptomatic, somebody is feeling that he has COVID and has come to test, he should get preference over someone who is needing a certificate only to travel. Because for him the private facility is available where he can pay and get that certificate. In government facility we do not charge anything. So we would first want to test someone who is probably afflicted of the disease and would want to start his medication and start his treatment at the end. But there is no such directive as not to test at all somebody who has to travel.
And so one more question, from tomorrow onwards we've mandated tourists coming in to have an RT-PCR negative report or a certificate of vaccination. But sir, even if somebody has a certificate of vaccination, that person could still be a carrier of the virus. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So do you think this certificate of vaccination is a valid proof for entry?
See, we are also waiting what are the final orders of the government. I have not seen the orders of the government so far.
Right.
But I think Dr. Saab can respond to that question better. Having vaccinated both doses, to still ask for a negative RT-PCR certificate would be a double whammy.
But sir, wouldn't a vaccinated person still be a carrier of the virus? I'm not saying he could be heavily symptomatic.
These chances are rare, because what we have seen, when people have received both the doses of vaccine, their immunity status is very high, and being a carrier would be very remote chances. Now, why this certificate is important, I don't know the policy decision right now. As sir has said, the notification is still not out. But why we want, at least you will know who are frankly positive, and you can isolate them, instead of, see, carriers, any one of us could be a carrier here. Carriers cannot be identified. So having that RT-PCR negative report while entering is a big decision, I feel, and it is an important decision to prevent the spread of disease.
त्याला पर्याय म्हणून त्याने ते दिलाय की तुम्ही दोन्ही वॅक्सिन घेतलेली असेल तर ते सुद्धा चालू शकतं, तुम्हाला आरटीपीसीआरची गरज नाही.
हो, बिकॉज असं असतं की दोन्ही वॅक्सिन डोस घेतले की तुम्हाला इम्युनिटीमुळे ते यू वोंट बी हॅव्हिंग दॅट व्हायरस इन यू, असं त्याचं एपिडेमॉलॉजिकल आन्सर आहे.
सर, परंतु समजा एखादी व्यक्ती परत येत असेल 1-2 दिवसाच्या गॅप नंतर, म्हणजे ड्रायव्हरच्या बाबतीत मी बोलते, हे ड्रायव्हर्स लोक परत 2 दिवसावरून परत येतात, तर त्यांना पुन्हा घ्यावं लागणार आहे का?
नाही, त्यांचं काहीतरी मला वाटतं त्याच्यात तुम्ही हे केलं, एक्सेप्शन आहे, पीपल हू आर व्हिजिटिंग रेग्युलरली, आणि त्यांना मला वाटतं दे हॅव टू फॉलो दी प्रिकॉशन्स व्हेरी स्ट्रिक्टली, पुटिंग मास्क, पुटिंग शिल्ड, ऑल दॅट इज व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. कारण ते लोक आपल्याला इम्पॉर्टंट एसेन्शियल कमोडिटीज घेऊन गोव्यात येतात, तर त्यांना आपण त्रास करू शकत नाही, नाही तर गोव्यात काही नाही भेटणार. सो त्यामुळे त्यांना थोडं तिथं रिलॅक्सेशन दिलं आहे.
नवीन डॉक्टर नेमण्याची जी फाईल अडकली होती, इंटर्नचे जे होते ते कुठपर्यंत गेले?
नवीन डॉक्टरची फाईल आता काय अडकली वगैरे नाही, उद्या परवा त्यांची ऑर्डर निघेल. आणि काय होतं ते त्याच्या त्याच्यात आपण असं म्हटलं होतं की ॲज पर NMC दे नीडेड मोर स्किल्स हँड्स ऑन एक्सपिरियन्स ॲज अन इंटर्न, कारण इंटर्नशिप इज अ पार्ट ऑफ MBBS ट्रेनिंग. ती कंप्लीट झाल्याशिवाय आपण त्यांना डिग्री देत नसतो. So in that respect, NMC failed because they were working for COVID. They somewhere they needed this. So we took that call and then we gave them that. And then they said also that we would not work in COVID. But आता कसं आहे, right now our need of the hour is that we need doctors in COVID area. So we'll have to rise above the board now and then say that yes, your services are required in COVID. And their demand is, if you put us in COVID, you give us the bond service, you give us the better salary, which government has agreed, and sir has already cleared the file within minutes. So orders will be issued soon.
Sir, how many doctors are required? What is the requirement?
We need a huge number because the way we are increasing facilities, if you see, I have in Goa Medical College itself, I have got now 16 wards. 16 facilities plus now we are increasing facility in super specialty building. So continuously there is a demand and we have to meet the demands of the people. Whatever way we can meet, we should meet the demands. So in that case, when you increase a facility, you require staff. See, even if you put 2 doctors on a duty in a ward of 30, you require at least 8 doctors per day because it's a shift duty. Nobody can wear PPE and do duties, long duties, so we have to change them every 6 hours. In the night we keep 12 hours duty. That also they are saying it becomes difficult, you know. You should also imagine nurses and all in the night, midnight, they cannot go even for a personal nature's call. So if you see, staff requirement is quite huge. Plus people are not coming forward, even if they are not employed. And if you call them for MTS job, they are not coming forward because people are scared of working in the COVID wards. So this is one huge gap between the demands and the recruitment. So somewhere we are trying our level best. Government is trying level best to get these people, and we are today in super specialty we already crossed 140 beds in ward number on 4th floor. We are thinking of starting ICU facilities from tomorrow. Now sir had come for inspection, Honorable Chief Minister and Health Minister also came for inspection, and we are thinking of commissioning the 5th floor where to put more beds. As the demand increases, we have to satisfy the demand of the public. My simple advice to people of Goa is that please see that you come early. Still we are getting patients brought dead. This is very, very sad. Some are dying within 6 hours, some are dying within 24 hours. Today, if you see the data, most of the people who have come in 24 hours, doctors cannot save because they come with very high severity score. Now, everybody has to be alert. Sometimes we get very funny calls saying that I'm in a hotel, I'm feeling breathless, my oxygen is gone to 80. Will I get a private bed? And see, beds or private beds not important. You should get a treatment, medical treatment. Nobody can do a magic here. If the lungs are involved to the extent of 60-70%, how much we will work on them? And then it is wasteful medical management if you see in the right language. So that is why it is an appeal to the people of Goa that you please come forward if you have even slightest fever which does not go on the 5th day. Please come to the medical practitioner, go to your own doctor, family physician, anybody, but get yourself evaluated so that you don't reach this stage of breathlessness. Once they reach that stage of breathlessness, because every case that we get in GMC are breathless, everybody is asking for ventilator. There is limit to what government also can extend. How many ventilators? Now, right now we have almost 230 patients on 230 patients who are requiring NIV or invasive ventilation. So ventilators are busy. Plus we are buying another 100 now. Already 25 have come today. Tomorrow we'll install them. So please, through your media, I want to tell people of Goa, come early, don't wait at home. Then second important thing today we observed that out of those 67, only 5 people had first dose of vaccine. Only 5. means these are non-vaccinated deaths. So here also we want to impress upon that vaccination is very important.
Second dose has started.
Second dose, many people have taken second dose who are above 45. Many have been given, no? Earlier also government had announced, no?
94,000.
He will give the correct statistic.
84,000 I told, no? 84,161 has received a second dose.
कसं नाही ते दोन्ही डोस घेतलेल्यांपैकी एकाचाही मृत्यू झालेला नाही आतापर्यंत.
दोन्ही डोस घेतल्यामुळे एकट्याचं काय दोघांचं झालं, बट दे हॅड लॉट ऑफ कोमॉर्बिडिटीज. कारण एकट्याला काय CKD होतं, क्रॉनिक किडनी डिसीज. सो आय कॅनॉट ॲट्रिब्यूट दिस दॅट टू कोविड. आय विल हॅव टू लुक ॲट हिज अदर कंडिशन्स. आणि एकट्याला काहीतरी हार्ट अटॅक आला आणि त्याला ही वॉज नोन केस ऑफ IHD, इस्केमिक हार्ट डिसीज. सो आपण आता ते काय असतं, यू हॅव टू कोरिलेट. पण pneumonia as such, which is the main hallmark of COVID, that pneumonia is not seen extensively in people who are vaccinated. This is a take home message. म्हणजे आपण त्याला हे म्हणतो बघा, पॅचेस ऑफ pneumonia, ground glass appearances, ते जास्त होत नाही if you take vaccine. And for a country like India and state like Goa, taking vaccine is very, very important.
एक डोस घेतलेल्यांपैकी किती जणांचा मृत्यू झाला आतापर्यंत?
हे स्टॅटिस्टिक्स माझ्याकडे आत्ता देणार नाही, मी पाहिजे तर उद्या घेऊन येतो. डायरेक्टर सांगतील किती फर्स्ट डोसचे पेशंट आहेत ते, किती लोकांनी घेतलेलं आहे, हाऊ मेनी पीपल टू फर्स्ट डोस.
First dose total, first dose 3,896 first dose. No, what you are asking is after first dose how many got the infection. That figure we don't have it right now.
Nee, after second dose also you can get infection, there is no doubt. You can get, but that doesn't take you to that serious illness. What I am trying to give message is that it doesn't give serious illness there. Pneumonia component is very low. You may be positive, but you will sail through very nicely. That is what we have been seeing, and that is a part of our, epidemiological observation. We are not coming with authenticated written statement, but this is what we have seen. People who have taken both the doses, they may be positive, they may have slight fever, loss of taste for 2-3 days, but they don't land up into that breathlessness stage.
दुसऱ्या लाटेनंतर तिसरी लाट येणार आहे आणि लहान मुलं त्याचा परिणाम लहान मुलांवर होईल असं म्हटलं जात आहे.
तिसरी लाट आहे बघा, दॅट इज अ जस्ट अ प्रेडिक्शन. कारण आता ते काय म्हणतात की वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू वॅक्सिनेट बिलो 18, आणि लहान मुलं पिडियाट्रिक एज ग्रुप त्यांच्याकडे लक्ष नाही जास्त ऑफ दी एपिडेमॉलॉजिस्ट. दे विल बिकम रिझर्वायर्स अँड दे माइट बिकम थर्ड वेव्ह. आता हे सगळं प्रेडिक्शन्स आहे. आपल्याला लेट अस फेस सेकंड वेव्ह ओनली टू प्रॉपरली, नंतर बघू. आणि आपण तसं बघितलं तर पिडियाट्रिक ICUs, NICUs सगळं आपल्याकडे आहे. वी नीड टू ओनली ऑगमेंट दॅम.
I just wanted to ask you one thing. As per you said, people died due to comorbidity. Why comorbidity person are not being treated first and then the COVID?
Now there is a decision taken by expert committee. Comorbidity persons will be detected, called to the center and treated. See, they don't come to your center, no. We cannot go to their houses and take them out. So now we are creating awareness, saying that if you have comorbidity, at least follow with your family physician or your regular doctor. Suppose one comorbidity that we see very commonly is diabetes. 80% of these people have diabetes. Second, what we saw is hypertension and heart disease because of our living style of eating coconut. Everybody in Goa gets, after about 55, they get kind of a mild heart attack and hypertension due to high cholesterol. And the third comorbidity that we have seen is CKD, kidney disease. But kidney disease is always associated with diabetes, long-term diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes. आता हे लोकांनी when they get this COVID, they should come forward to the center. Many of them have their attitude, no, I'm okay, my sugar is okay. And then when suddenly they become breathless, and then the score becomes high. This is how we are losing patients. And this way, we are seeing infectivity is very quick. Means people, if they don't take care, they deteriorate faster. And there is everything that we have designed one scheme also where we give them prophylaxis during testing and all. So all that Dr. Disa will tell what new prophylaxis we are giving.
Now, what we have decided and that every patient who comes for testing, we had a meeting of the expert physicians, intensivists, all the consultants. We had a meeting and it was decided that whenever a patient comes for testing, we should give him 5 tablets of ivermectin and 10 tablets of doxycycline and paracetamol tablets for SOS. So the tablets are given to them and they take these tablets waiting once their swab is taken till the time they get the report. So this is the part of home isolation kit. Okay, so home isolation kit we are giving now ivermectin, we are giving doxycycline, and now recently we got the pulse oximeters also, and we have distributed our pulse oximeters also to all our health centers. So home isolation kits are put in an envelope and are given to the patient. Every patient, these medicines and pulse oximeter is given to the patient.
The moment he lands in the what you call for testing, in any primary health center,
See, when they come for testing, we give the medicines. Okay, and once they are positive, we are supposed to give the home isolation kit, right? So tablets are already given, so the pulse oximeter is given, right? And plus, if the tablets were not received at all, that tablets are also given. So home isolation kits are given once the patient is positive. Okay, we put in the envelope and we give them. Home isolation kits are given to the patient once he is declared positive. But prior to that, when the patient comes for testing, we give ivermectin and doxycycline and paracetamol. And at the same time, when they come for testing, when we give these medicines, we give them a leaflet. You know, how all the precautions to be taken, how the medicines to be taken, when to be taken. All this leaflet is given along with the medicines to everyone who comes for testing. And once they are tested positive, we give them the home isolation kits, that is these drugs plus the pulse oximeter. We put in the envelope and we give them.
आता जे पॉझिटिव्ह येतात ते 24 तासातले आहेत असं आपण मानू शकतो की अजूनही बॅकलॉग शिल्लक आहे.
Yeah, backlog we have around 2000 samples are there, and this backlog is why because the samples are come in the afternoon. Today's samples, right? In the afternoon, what samples come? It takes time. They will be doing it today evening, night time, okay? And some part of it is taken by Thyrocare research. Thyrocare takes it, and we give them the report within 24 to 36 hours. So backlog is bound to happen because these samples are coming in the afternoon side. I mean the second half of the day.
Doctor, how many kits you are distributed so far? That is one thing, and how many you are expecting? Kits
We are giving RAT, rapid antigen kits. We are giving to all the hospitals and all the primary health centers, right? So I don't have the total figure how much we have because we have been giving it for the last so many months. So the total figure, but it's lakhs of kits we have given to all the primary health centers, and these rapid antigen kits are available in all the health centers as well as the hospitals. Now, as far as the other kits which are concerned, that is the RT-PCR kits, that we give to the testing laboratories. Because these samples, though they are collected in the primary health center, RT-PCR is not done in primary health center. These samples are sent to our laboratories and the testing is done in our hospital laboratories. And these laboratories, we have one in medical college, as you all know. Besides that, we have in both the district hospitals, that is North Goa District Hospital and South Goa District Hospital, Madgaon. And we have in the sub-district hospitals in Ponda and in Chikanem.
Last question.
So in GMC, after so many beds have been added and more COVID care centers have also been put up, has the burden on GMC reduced? Are there patients still on the floor?
Patients are still there on the floor because, see, if I create a facility of 50 beds, I get admissions of 60, 70 per day. And even yesterday we had 63 admissions. So that burden will continue till the time our patients understand that they should not fall into breathlessness stage. Because when they become breathless, they become panicky and they come to GMC and they want a bed. All don't require ventilation, but they need oxygen, and then that is how they'll end up with us. So that is again I want to tell that COVID is not difficult situation to manage. Only thing is people should cooperate. They should know that fever in any pandemic has to be a COVID fever. In any pandemic, if you say, or in this pandemic, if they get fever, it could be of anything, but they should first see that they test for COVID and they go to the doctor or his physician or nearby health center, wherever they go, they should get medical attention. Once they reach into oxygen dependent stage, you will require a lot of things, and again results nobody knows whether they will come out of it or they, and then there is no point blaming the system. You understood me? First 5 days and after getting breathless, you still stay at home, reduce your SpO2 to 80 and then say, I will give me something quick. There is nothing like that, because the involvement of lung is so massive in these 3-4 days that then repair work is very slow. The recovery is very slow and very doubtful. Now somebody is brought dead, what you can do? You can't do anything. No?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll meet again tomorrow.